Bringing the right hand to lay on the upper chest, left hand on the belly. And bring your awareness inward. Letting go of the busyness of your day, letting go of the concerns and thoughts in the mind, not thinking about the future, not thinking about the past. And just let your mind focus on the breath flowing in and the breath flowing out. Allow your whole physical body relax into the breath. As you inhale to fill the lungs, exhaling, feeling that release, that automatic release and relaxation that comes over the body with each exhale. Inhaling space. Exhaling, letting go of the body, letting go of tension. Feeling the rise of the chest as you inhale. Feeling the relaxation and softness in the body as you exhale. Being patient with the breath. Being patient if it takes a while for there to be a feeling of comfort with this focus on the breath and a feeling of comfort in the physical activity of the breathing. Struggling with hay fever or asthma, a chest infection, or maybe at this time it is a struggle to breathe deep into the lungs. And accepting where you are today, not judging. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing into the capacity that is your fullest today. Breathing out all the way, clearing out that full exhale. And if it is something that works for you, maybe picturing as you're inhaling a clearing out of cobwebs and dust and locked in places in the body. And an exhale and letting go of tension. Inhale space and clearing out of old cobwebs. Exhaling, softening and relaxing of the body. Relaxing the hands. Bring your awareness to your connection to the earth, sitting bones, or if you're lying down, connection of the back of the legs, the back of the pelvis. And notice that rooting down to the earth. Opening the eyes. And we're going to come to stand for our sun salute. Coming to stand at the top of the mat. sensing the connection of the feet to the floor. And by keeping both feet on the floor, moving in a circle motion over to the outer sides on the right sides of both feet. And then coming around to the outer parts of the toes, the topmost edges of the toes, but keeping all of the foot on the floor. And then moving to the left side of both feet, around towards the back of the heels. So making that circle motion. Shoulders are relaxed. Crown of the head is reaching up towards the ceiling. You're keeping all of the foot on the floor, both feet. And trying to maintain ease, sense of ease through the whole body. From the back down into the pelvis, into the legs, and down into the feet. Changing the direction of that circle motion. Back to center. Legs are a hip distance apart. Inhale, reach the arms out and up, lengthening through the arms. As you exhale, swan dive down, hinging from the hips. Letting the neck relax. Knees are bending, hands come to the floor. And stepping your right foot back towards the back of the mat. So you're keeping your left foot as it is and the left knee is bent. Stepping the right foot back to the back of the mat. And bring your right hand in closer to that left foot. As you take your next inhale, take the left hand off the mat and reach through. Lengthening through the arms. Breathing all the time. Bringing space to the body as you inhale. Softening the body as you exhale. On your next exhale, bring that left hand back down to the mat. Bring the right hand out just a little bit so that the wrists are under the shoulders. And you may decide to take an option of bringing the right knee down to the floor for that last position. And the hands are up. So you can modify as you wish. And you're going to step the left foot back with the option of keeping the knee on the mat and coming into plank position. The other method is to keep the knee off the mat, step the left foot back. You decide what works for you. Keep the neck in line with the spine, shoulders over the wrists. Suck the belly in, tucking the tailbone under. So there's a slight doming in the back. On your next exhale, relax the toes as the knees come to the floor. And then lowering the body, so the elbows are bending, lowering the body to the mat. And coming into low cobra, so just check your position. The elbows are off the floor, the hands slide a little bit forward. And what I want you to focus on here is that your shoulders are relaxed, not dropping. They're engaged. They're drawn back towards the end of your mat. So the shoulders are not up around the ears. And you're lengthening through the spine, out through the crown of the head when you're doing this movement. So as you inhale, lifting head, neck and shoulders and really inhaling deep into the lungs. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Now as you exhale, soften the lift a little bit, not lowering to the floor, just softening. Inhale, lifting a little bit, filling the lungs. Exhale, softening. Inhale, lifting. And this time on the exhale, lowering down. Letting your whole body relax. Curling the toes under, press into the hands, pushing up into hands and knees. Adjust your position of your legs, coming into downward dog. So when you start your downward dog, it may be a challenge to lengthen out the legs. So what I suggest you do is just bounce the heels. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Double bounce. And then maybe after a couple of times on each leg, just see how the lengthening of the hamstrings feels. Remember, relax the neck. And we're going to take 5 full breaths here. Breathing into the lungs. Deep breaths as much as you can, whatever is your capacity. And when you've taken your 5 full breaths, inhale, look towards your hands. And exhale, bringing your feet towards your hands. So you may decide to bring your knees to the floor and come this way, or you may walk your feet, whatever feels comfortable for you. When you get to the top of the mat, have the knees bent. Bring it to a position that works for you. Feet grounded to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms out, lengthening through the body. Exhale, draw the hands down to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips. I'm bending my knees as I come closer to the floor. Hands to the mat. And this time stepping the left foot all the way back to the back of the mat. So take the left foot off the mat, stepping back nice and slowly. Bring the left hand in a little bit closer to the right foot. Inhale, take the right hand up, reach that right arm. Remember your option here to have the knee on the floor. Also option to have a book, if you have a thick book, to put under the hand if that feels a bit better. So if you feel you're reaching to the floor is struggling, get a good thick book and then place the hand on the book. So your book is your block. Take 3 deep breaths here. On your next exhale, bringing the right hand back down to the floor. Move the left hand out just a little bit, just get the wrists under the shoulders. And if your knee is on the floor, then you're just going to bring this knee back down, so you're on hands and knees, and then come into plank. Or stepping the right foot back, we'll all meet in plank. Your option with plank is to be in plank position like this, or to bring the knees to the floor. Now notice my knees are not directly under my hips, they're behind my hips. And that is a nice gentle plank, but still quite a good challenging one. So you pick the option that works for you. Remember, no pain, 100% gain. On your next exhale, bring the knees to the mat, release the toes, lowering the body. But try and not let the hips come down like that. Try and let the hips and the knees lower together. So let the elbows lower a little bit. Shoulders are engaged but not under any strain. So you're letting the shoulders draw back and draw down towards the feet. Shoulder blades are in the body, drawing down towards the feet. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, soften, but stay in the back bend if you can. Inhale, lifting. Sensing how your back feels. Exhale, softening. Inhale, lifting. If you feel any challenge at all, soften the back lift and don't lift so much. Exhale as you lower. Totally relaxing the body. Curling the toes under, press into the hands. Going up into hands and knees. And coming into downward dog. Remember, in downward dog, if your wrists feel like they are really challenged, you always have the option to get a blanket, a rolled blanket, a good tight roll, and you support the heel of the hand, not the whole hand, just the heel of the hand, and then that gives you a bit more support for your wrists. 5 full breaths. Noticing space and openness in your body, all around the lungs, in and around the rib cage and the spine. As you inhale, as you exhale, softening into the pose. Inhale up towards the hands. Exhale, walking the feet towards your hands, and you make your own way to the standing folding bound, whatever way feels easy for you. Grounding into the earth with the feet. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, palms down to heart center. Release the arms down by your side. So that was 2 sun salutes, and as you can see, there was a variation with the leg position in the beginning, where there was a twist near the front knee bent and the back leg stretched out. So for each one, you'll take each leg. I tend to do that sun salute in 2s. So the first one, I'll stretch the right leg or the left leg back, and the second one, I'll stretch the opposite leg back. So you're getting both sides, and you're getting a lovely open twist. Remember to use the book to support the hand in that twist. So the hand on the floor is supported and that you're not overstretching. And we're going to take just a few moments now to just a little quiet moment, just to get the breath focused and just to quieten the body. But can I say that for those 2 sun salutes, you could do the same again as many times as works for you. So if you want to do 4 sun salutes, or 6 or 8, you do what works for you. And you may want to build it up because you may not have practiced in a while, or perhaps you haven't done sun salutes in your practice in a while. So try and just do them in pairs and add on a couple every couple of days, and see how your practice feels. Remember, there should be no pain, no tension, so modify your practice in a way that works for you. So closing the eyes, you may be lying or sitting, hands relaxed and soft, grounding through the sitting bones if you're sitting, and softening the body. If you're lying down, notice the parts of the body connected to the floor, and feel the body connection. Let your body totally soften and relax. Focusing on the breath. Notice the flow of breath. Soft, smooth. Letting go of the effort of your practice. Letting that effort just float away. If your mind gets distracted, thoughts whirring around, Just acknowledge those thoughts and bring your focus back to the breath. Remember, no judgment, no criticism. Bring your awareness to the room, your connection to the earth, any sounds that may be in the space around you. Opening the eyes. Bringing the hands to prayer at heart center.